as the clock runs and they come up on. Goff now looking to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 15 yards on the play, first down. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time.
Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Goff. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it. And a short return to the 6-yard line. Looking for Woods that time. A critical error there in a tight game in the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Gonna look deep for Wilson. He's got him in, complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A big pickup of 38.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them the lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Six 18. 58, boys, 58, 58.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. And that'll be incomplete. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, Jacobs. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
What now? 180?
I got it. Tight ends Ringo. Tight ends on Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo.
Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. Over the middle here to Brown. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. Nickel Roby-Coleman there defensively. Well, these corners, I tell you, they've done excellent work all game long.
They remind me of guys in the past who just said, hey, throw it out here 100 times. Nothing good is going to happen. And if you throw it in the wrong place, I'll take it the other way.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Now Carr. Man open left side is Brown. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
First down, Raiders.
Carr now 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%, and it's 1st and 10. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10, and they'll get him down right around the 16. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Here we go.
To throw is Carr. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
And now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command and make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Mike, check, 59.
Hey, Haywood.
59 Mike, check.
Back to throw. He's got a man. It's Williams. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. They come up on a 1st and goal and most likely 4-down territory as they need a touchdown and the PAT for the lead.
694. Hey, wahoo.
Pretty quiet, team. We're pretty quiet. Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike the 59.
Oh, yeah. And here we go again. Hey, Raider 2.
Mike, check, 59.
Back to throw. And he's got it. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
29.
Mike's 59.
Hey, Delta.
Mike's 5'9. Strip the ball.
Carr to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown. And now they're an extra point away from winning this thing in the final seconds.
Well, that's the one they had to have. Put them in a position where they're tied up, but I got to get out of the way. We still got an extra point that's pretty crucial.
That's right, just one more element to complete the victory. A very important extra point there, up and good, and that might be enough to win them the football game as they now take the lead in the final seconds. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
We're going to tonight. 180.
Check, watch 54.
They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong football.
DC.
Watch out. Check, Mike.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more log on to easports.com. With that, we say good night from Los Angeles.
Let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. And I gotta win no matter what, like fourth down, Hail Mary, no punch. Like every time I touch down, I gotta stunt. Randy Moss, yeah, my numbers going up. All these trophies, what do I need any more for? Check the stats up, you can check the scoreboard. Check the stats, Jake Critch, I'm the QB. Ran it up and then I went and got a new freeze. How it fit to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. How it fit to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. If you ain't a winner, then don't come round. On my way to another city, it's a touchdown. Underlay, yeah, I gotta get it in a rush now. Let them hate, try to knock me down, but we got up now. You say that you ballin', keep it real though. Hey, why I never saw you in the field though? Hey, I make it look easy, it's a field goal. I've been grinding for a minute and I'm still going. How it fit to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. How it fit to be the boss, let me find team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon.
Took me so long getting back to my right mind. I don't wanna 100-yard dash. Got it on smash. Foot on the gas. I will not crash. They will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone. Watch me celebrate. I'm cocky. I do my dance. Jump in the stands. No man, no man. Oh, deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me. I ruin they plans. I do what I want. They do what they can. Got it on smash. Foot on the gas. I will not crash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. Yeah. They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. Stay on attack when they tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Eat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Big dogs, I don't think they can handle this. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed we emerging victorious. Years, blood, sweat, tears, it's glorious. I remember when they always ignoring us. Dash, got it on smash. Foot on the gas. I will not crash. They will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone. Watch me celebrate. I'm cocky. I do my dance. Jump in the stands. No man, no man. Oh, deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me. I ruin they plans. I do what I want. They do what they can. Got it on smash. Foot on the gas. I will not crash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. They slept on the team that they owe me. I need a ring and a trophy. I say I'm the best cause I am. It's no need in keeping it low-key. I can carve up the D like a turkey or run straight through the D like a train. This year we ain't taking no losses. It's all about making the game. I hear a lot of trash talk. He call himself making a name. I put on the Jets. The coach will regret even letting them stay in the game. Team morale took a tumble. Next time be humble. I'm the lion in the jungle. You just try not to fumble. Rumble, young man, rumble. Never slip nor stumble. I take off, poof, magic. Now watch me juke through the traffic. Footwork fantastic. Dominating every facet. Treat the pocket like plastic. Here come the blitz, pass it. Got it on smash. Foot on the gas. I will not crash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash.
Yeah, I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no L's. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I'ma get it by myself. Yeah. Feel like Ginger from Casino. Aces up my sleeve though. Right before I leave, I said like I'm Dino. Think I'm part Italian. Blame that on Gino. Smells like the medallion. The skin on cappuccino. I don't kiss and tell. Keep your distance from myself. Fettuccine with the snails in a 5-star hotel. And I wish he's well when they wish for me to fail. I might donate petty bills. They can't get it by they sell.
That's why I treat women good, but not too good. I give them too much, then they don't need me. I give them just
yeah, I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no L's. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I'ma get it by myself. Yeah. I'ma get it either way. I don't even gotta say what I want when I want. They just put it on my plate. I could get it right away. Take you through my day to day. Wake and pray, make that play. Get some good at my place. There's some on the way. Cause my bro's on the way. I got stones on my gold. I got loads in my safe. Had a 7-figure summer, so I'm putting on some weight. Set up getting thick, so I put it on display.
But it's around here, I make a joke, everybody laughs. I know I'm funny, but I'm not that funny.
Yeah, I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. Lost a lot, but I came
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League takes us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. Who said the crowds wouldn't embrace football being back in L.A.? You certainly couldn't tell that by what we saw a few moments ago. These folks are pumped up as their Rams get set to do battle with the Cleveland Browns. Joseph now to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
What? Like 20?
Hey, get in the weight room.
Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. He's got a first down past the 30. Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. Touchdown, L.A. Todd Gurley, 83 yards. And the Rams are going to take a first-quarter lead. Well, they said they wanted to have some explosive runs. How about that one to start the game?
And I would say on the defensive sideline, there's a lot to answer for. Because you spend all week saying, stop the run. I don't care who you're playing. You don't want to get run over. You don't want to get run past. And they have both. Over-committing in the secondary, and he just went stepping past them and is still running, essentially.
One play, and he hits pay dirt. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Mayfield. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Normally, he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
Now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Even, 4 down, even. 58 to Mike, 58 to Mike.
Hey, my 7.
Here's Mayfield. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Pressure, that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. Remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck rule that they can fall back on anymore.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Mayfield on play action. And he's got his man. That's Landry. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A big 30-yard play on 3rd.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. On the ground, this is Johnson. And a good burst there right from the start as he'll get this one out near the 35. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
First down, Cleveland.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Hey, box drop.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. That is caught by the former Gator Antonio Callaway. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here.
First down.
Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15.
Bravo. 58 to Mike.
To throw, Mayfield. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is.
Now Mayfield lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
A first carry now for Nick Chubb. But he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. This time, good ball security and a good result. 1st and 10.
Mike.
20. Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home.
They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. From 6 yards away. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. CD, it seemed like they were on the guys out wide. They forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate. And oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. That time trying to find Gerald Everett. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Cut! 20!
Watch the run, watch the run, watch the run.
Here's Goff. He gets it to Gurley, complete. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that'll make it 3rd down.
He goes tonight! 120!
65, 65!
Super!
57 to Mike!
A shotgun snap for Goff. Airing it out deep for... Well, this is taken in. It's complete. 20, 10, touchdown LA! Robert Woods, 83 yards, and the Rams have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 21. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Now Mayfield completes this to Callaway over on the right side. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Mayfield looks to throw. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Aaron Donald just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Mayfield and this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack.
Got to do better.
Hey, echo.
58, right over there, right over there. Yeah, yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
Here we go, here we go.
And 58 is the Mike. Go 58 is the Mike.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. Throw left side, caught by the tight end, Njoku. And he's not quite going to get to the marker. It'll be a gain of 8 on 3rd and 10. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
Let's get it.
Mayfield to throw for it on 4th. He finds Beckham complete. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. And that's what you've got your tough little slot receiver for, isn't it? Right there, those 4th down conversions in the middle of the field.
He knows that's where he has to make his living, and that's where he has to make plays to help his team. And no one is asking him to do anything more or less than do exactly what we saw there.
Back.
Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another 1st down. They'll run it with Johnson. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
It's easy work, and it's coming again.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. From the 25 on 2nd down, Mayfield. This is the tight end, Njoku. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this 1st half. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. The extra point up and good. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth 1st half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
They're throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 35.
I think it's pretty safe to say that initially they had to be thinking about trying to get into field goal range. But after that shot right there, they've got to be thinking bigger right now.
And that was probably their thought offensively. If we hit this, great. The end zone, if not settle for a field goal, looks like they can try to hit pay dirt. On first down, it's Gurley. Brought down that time by Christian Kirksey.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go.
Hey, 5.
53.
Hey, orbit.
Mike. Watch QB drop.
Here's Gurley now out of the gun. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. From the gun, here's Gone. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Go.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10.
Come on here. Come get some. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. He don't want it.
Out of the gun. Gone. Flush to his right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Credit the sack to the always disruptive Olivier Vernon.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both of these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. But now it'll be third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
I got you, son. I got you, son.
Super 66.
Here's Gone. And Cooks hands it over the middle. Touchdown, LA! Brandon Cooks in the final seconds of the first half. And the Rams have broken our tie as they take the lead. Zerline good with a PAT. And the lead is now 21-14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Likely time for one final snap as they start out first and 10.
58 to Mike, 58.
Final play of the half, Mayfield. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 27.
Hey, 58 is a Mike. Go 58.
Hey, team 6. Team 6.
From the gun, Mayfield. On the catch, it's Duke Johnson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20.
And the Browns first down.
This quarterback now 13 of 15 passing. That's good for 87%. It's 1st and 10. Play fake. Mayfield. Got a man. That's Rashard Higgins. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. A 1st down carry here for Johnson. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half. Oh, Chubb fumbled it. And now the Rams have got it. Going the other way. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line.
Hey, whatever happened to the days of just getting a fumble recovery? Everyone's into taking it the other way and trying to create points themselves, aren't they?
Well, they are, and now a terrific opportunity inside the 5. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Todd Gurley, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Rams use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Zerline connects on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. Spins by. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Come on, fellas.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Let him know.
Five.
Mayfield now. He's got a 1st down past the 30. And finally brought down at the 34-yard line. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Too little, cut.
Mayfield on play action. And the Rams got it. They bring him down. Aaron Donald able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
That's his 2nd sack of the game. And the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Akeem Talib. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
Line 20.
Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback, D-line.
After the interception, here's Goff. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. Give him 19 there as the drive marches forward. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 7-yard line.
Good. 180.
Coming for
Alert, 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 alert.
58's the month.
Smooth.
58's the month. Yo, 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 yo. Yo.
Watch out.
Following the interception, Mayfield. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line.
Oh, boy, he got a favorable spot there. The guys on the sidelines were raising their hands over their head and clasping their hands to signal safety. But the official marked it just outside the end zone at the 1-yard line.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Hey, Alpha. Watch out.
Out of his end zone, Mayfield. He's got Higgins over the middle. And they're going to get this all the way out past the 20. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
Hey, Zoo.
58's the money. 58's the money.
All day, baby, all day.
58, boys. 58. 58's Mike. Here we go.
God.
Here we go.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
It is tough to complete pass against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and they can play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle.
Watch the block. Watch it.
Hey, Haywood.
58 right over there. Right
Up,
over there.
up.
Mike, 58 right there. I'm coming. I'm coming.
A 2nd down throw for Mayfield. That's complete over the middle to Callaway. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards. Back now in Los Angeles. It's the Browns with a deficit. They're trailing, but with the foot to start the 4th. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 10 more there and another 1st down.
It's a gain of 10. 1st down, Cleveland.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
He's coming, he's coming.
Hey, alert, 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 alert.
They go play action. Mayfield. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. He was looking to get it to Jarvis Landry that time, but it's going to be 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Hey, wahoo!
58 right over there. Right over there. Yeah, yeah. Mike, 58 right there. Get your swerve on.
Going to the air again with Mayfield. He's got Njoku over the middle. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down.
King.
Check 43.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he's going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. The D-tackle, Sheldon Richardson, came barreling in for the sack. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
Well, the guys who are paid to make the tackles deserve some kudos there, but I think they deserve even bigger ones because in that situation, they had to be thinking pass. Loosened up defense, going to pass coverage. Instead, maybe they surprised him a little bit running the ball, yet they rallied to it and stopped him well short of a 1st down.
Here's Johnny Hacker now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. Now Callaway on the return. Call that one an even 60 yards. 6-0. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now 1st and 10 at the 34.
Right there, 54, right?
Hey, Delta.
54, Mike.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Going deep here for Landry. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up in that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
He's going to look deep now for Landry. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Jarvis Landry, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
And 10 yards to go.
Good. 180. Run.
Mike, 54. Hey, let's get that ball, B. Let's get that ball right here.
Hey, box truck.
Mike. Let's go.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. Aaron Donald make that now 4 sacks for him in tonight's ball game.
Bravo.
Mike's 54. Mike's 54.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Rams get the football in outstanding field position.
Strong right.
From the pistol, it's Gurley. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Good gain there on 1st down. It keeps him in a running situation, probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. Bear in mind, that wasn't a big lineman back there for the tackle for loss. That was a cornerback.
So are you saying the myth has been shattered? That all of them are not just cover corners? Some of them actually will stick their nose in and tackle when necessary? That's what we just saw, isn't it?
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And that will extend their lead even further. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down. But don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
Point it right. Go. 58 to Mike.
First down, Mayfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Hey, echo.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete. Landry, the intended target, and it'll bring up third down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Hey, Charlie!
On third down, Mayfield. And now another one thrown incomplete. Aqib Talib, the veteran Pro Bowler, there to get a hand in, knock it away. I don't know, he had to be pretty quick with his fingers to start and stop after the ball hit the ground. I'm giving him some credit.
Well, I'm thinking about the mental focus, you know? The mental focus.
Yeah, that's true.
Got to stay with it.
That's true. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now Mayfield on fourth down. That's to his running back, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Browns will quickly use their third and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10.
Hey, alert 33.
58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. That's right, baby. They don't want...
Hey, orbit.
Mayfield off the play fake. Now a desperation throw deep. It's caught inside the 25. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Rashard Higgins, 58 yards. And the Browns get a score closer. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And that will get him one closer. Joseph now to kick this one away. And a short kick, taking it about the 16. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10.
Mike, 53. Here we go, let's bring it.
Now it's gone. He's going to look deep down the field. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. Robert Woods, former USC man, the intended target, and it's second down.
He goes to that. Like 20. 3, Mike.
Throwing now. Gone. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Larry Ogunjobi in for the sack. The Rams on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be